it's me, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 13, episode. That's okay. Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 13, reunion part 1. Yes, I have never did a Real Housewives of New Jersey review, but I do watch it. I love Real Housewives of New Jersey. I'm just so eager to get this out. So I love Real Housewives of New Jersey. Dolores is my favorite. Melissa is my second favorite. No, it's Dolores, Margaret, and then Melissa. Those are my top three. Just to get a little background of how I feel about the ladies. I've always watched it. I actually binged it in college back in 2020, and I was engaged from the very beginning. I'm pretty sure as I talk about the reunion and talk about the ladies, y'all will at least get some background of how I feel about each and every one of them. But yeah, it's just my first, because I just recently, I just started doing YouTube reviews. I did want to incorporate Jersey in my reviews, but it came to be a lot with, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, the Bell Collective, and Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. So I said that I was just going to do my reunion spill, and hopefully next season I'll be able to do it, episode by episode. But let's get into it, because this was a juicy reunion, to say the least. So let's get into it. So, of course, Joe calls at the beginning of the reunion. Of course he calls. Any other perfect time, like Teresa, I wish you would do things to make it more believable. How believable do we believe Joe is just calling you right here, right now, before the reunion is starting? Like, this is what I don't like about you, Teresa. It's just so fake. Like, why is Joe calling right here, right now, asking Jennifer, who does I'm not gonna go in on Teresa just yet. I'm not gonna give Teresa all that just yet, because that's what she wants. She wants all that, and I'm not gonna give her all that just yet. So we get into Andy ended up saying after the call, after he speak with Joe about whatever he speak with Joe about, I guess the eyelid for the one, whatever, for his uncle. Joe just wanted to be heard on the phone, and Teresa just wanted Joe to be heard on the phone. We ain't stupid. So Andy ended up saying after the phone call, unexpected, huh? Yeah, laugh, whatever. I would like to say I love the Ireland decor. Let's look at the ladies' looks. Like, oh my God. I think every lady looked amazing on that reunion. Like, every single lady. Hold on, let me see. So here's are the reunion looks, y'all. I think they looked phenomenal. If I can pull it up any day now. Okay. So we got Dolores. Dolores look good. Dolores is my favorite, so I'm not gonna say anything bad about Dolores. Dolores looks stunning. Her dress looked beautiful. What kind of earrings was that Dolores had on? It looked like Van Cleef, but I'm not sure. But they give that Van Cleef shape. I wonder, do they tell us? Okay, she got the Renee's on, baby. Oh, it's JM Jewels. Okay. So it's not Van Cleef. Okay. Baby. Girl. Was giving it. I like that. I like Dolores' dress. I like that it's like, the see-through, then it goes, and it's see-through again, and the spaghetti strap, and is it my favorite? I don't know yet, but I wouldn't think it would be my favorite, but I love it. It's very subtle. Dolores gives me Kenya vibes. Like, Dolores gives me subtle like Kenya gives me. It's never going to be too much. It's never going to be too less. It's going to be very subtle. Very subtle. Very subtle. Okay. Danielle, I don't like it. I said all the ladies look good, but I lied. Danielle, and it's not because I don't like you. I don't like the dress. I don't. Diane and company, whoever made that dress, need to get it sent back. I don't like it. Melissa, yes, 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 girl, yes, yes, Melissa, girl. I love Melissa, y'all. I really love Melissa, and I love how she dressed, and I love how I love a Melissa. I really do, and she's that bitch. Period. She's that bitch. Everything about this dress, like the hood, the blue, the what do they call that? Like the neckline of that, like how it drops all the way to the center. No sleeves on that. It's been so long you can't even see her shoes on that. Like, oh, I just wish she had a neck piece on. But her hair was perfect up hair. I just wish she had like some more jewelry. That's the only thing I would give out Melissa is more jewelry. But baby, Melissa gave the girls what needed to give. Margaret looks cute. Margaret looks plain though. Margaret looks plain, but it's cute. Giuseppe Hills for the girls. Who is Marvelous Diamonds? I need to look into that. Yes, Giuseppe Hills for the girls. Margaret looks good. Margaret looks her age. And Margaret looks good. She seems like she's slimming down a lot. Rachel, I don't really care for your dress either. I didn't really care for your dress either. I didn't. Jennifer, I don't really care for your dress either. It's just a lot. Rachel, it just seems like a lot is on the dress. It just makes it seem like you hot. Like, sitting down, I can't say I do like the dress on you, but standing up, I don't. Jennifer, it's giving me grandma. Like, I don't like it. No matter how much it costs, Jennifer, but it gives Jennifer style, though. Jackie, where you going with this dress? Jennifer, the other Jennifer, looked very beautiful. I love her long hair. She looks so beautiful. So beautiful. Teresa, even though I don't like Teresa, I can't say I like her dress. I guess, like, it's just not giving with Melissa. I hate to put them on each other, but Melissa got the best dress. Melissa got the best dress. Melissa got the best dress. If you ask me my top 5 for the reunion looks, I would say it will be Melissa number 1, Teresa number 2. Danielle number 3. No, it would be Melissa, Danielle, then Teresa. Then Margaret, then Rachel. So for the top 5 reunion looks, my votes are in. Number 1 is going to be Melissa. Number 2 is going to be Dolores. Number 3 is going to be Teresa. Number 4 is going to be Margaret. And number 5 is going to be Rachel. And that's my reunion looks. So, back to what we were saying. I love the Ireland decor. It was very nice. That decor, I love when they put that time and that effort to that reunion and how they stage and the presentation of the reunion. It was beautiful. I love the photos and the decor and then the Ireland feel. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Everyone looked amazing, like I said. I was wondering where Jackie was, but I guess we'll see her later in the reunion parts. So, of course, Teresa has to show Andy that her heart is beating very fast. Like, Andy, can you please touch my heart? This is real, I need you to feel how I feel. Whatever, Teresa. Whatever. I literally loved how Melissa was treating Teresa ass on this reunion. like she was dust. Like I want her to continue to treat Teresa like she's dust and be on it every time when it comes to the back and forth of you and Teresa. So of course Teresa is just like Teresa irritates me so bad, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, okay? Teresa said it's the only thing about her wedding. I did not watch the wedding. I didn't care to watch the wedding. Teresa said the only thing about her wedding is the only bad thing about her wedding is her family kept hurting Louis. Louis's family was so good to her, and she just don't understand why her family keeps hurting Louis. Because her family is doing something to Louis. Nobody else, just Louis. I don't believe Dina and Teresa are good. Where when Andy asked Teresa, is her and Dina good? Because it just seemed like they were all on social media in the beginning. I don't follow the girls like that. I'll watch it, but I do not follow them. I think I follow Dolores and Margaret also, and Melissa. That's it. My top 3. That's crazy. But those are the only people I follow on IG. I don't follow nobody else. But I do remember Dina. I do remember Dina from the first season and her husband. I didn't even know that was very good friends. I was today years old. Well, when I watched the reunion. But I learned that Dina and Teresa were back good friends. But Joe said what happened. It was Pizzagate Part 2, where possibly, allegedly, they went into a business deal with, Dina's husband and Louis, and he kind of did the same thing that Joe attests that he did to him in their business deal with the pizza place. But yeah, I don't believe Dina and Teresa are good. How she trying to make it seem like they're good, I don't believe that. Teresa's a liar. Teresa lies through her teeth. And one thing you don't know about me, when it comes to this Joe thing, since we're bringing it back up on this reunion, I've always felt like Teresa had a hand on them going to jail. I've never been here for, Teresa feeling like she was going to put all the blame on Joe. Because how Teresa was spending that money in season 1, you will be a fool. You would be a fool to say you didn't know nothing that was going on. I think Teresa played a valuable part in that shit that was done with Joe. And I didn't like how she tried to put it on Joe after she was arrested. Like, she tried to put it all on Joe. Joe did this. If I knew what Joe was doing, it's always somebody else. It's never Teresa. And that's what really grind my gears about it. It's never her. It's always somebody else. First, it was Joe. She literally was putting all, like, it really baffles me that we are at this place where he's calling you at the reunion, but when you got out of jail before you met Louis, you put everything on him. That's what made you look better, because you put it all on him. He was wrong. He was the main one fucking up the money. He was the main one spending the money. You didn't do nothing. So now it's Melissa and Joe that, sent you to jail. Right. And that's just why I hate listening to Teresa. I hate when it's her turn to speak on the TV screen. I really do. Like, it really grinds my gears. Like, I feel like Teresa's the type of person that need a lie detector on the spot. Do you hear me? A lie detector on the spot. Because she lies so much. And you can tell when she lying. You can tell when she lying because she get the stuttering. She can't communicate. She can't speak. You can just tell anytime she gets to lying. You can tell. Literally. We all know Louis wanted to be on TV. He gave those vibes. How soon did we forget? How soon did we forget? Louis wanted to be on the show. Come on, Teresa, with all the extraness. Like, I literally be wanting to jump through the TV on Teresa and slap the hell out of her. Like, who died and made you queen that you feel like you can say you'll be done with Melissa after today because she won't be nowhere around. She won't be on the show, is what you were implying. So you're going to make an ultimatum between you and Melissa. That's how much this is serious. You're going to give Bravo an ultimatum like it's between you and Melissa. And I hope when you do, they send your ass gone packing, because I don't care to watch your ass, Teresa. Bring it back, Leah. Bring it back. I don't care to watch Teresa at all. Like, at all. I don't. Like, I literally don't care. So when she said that, I'm like, baby, who? And I really want Andy, not just Andy, but Bravo, all of them to stop putting people in that first seat to make them. That's how they feel about. That's how Giselle feels. Like, I hate that it is one person on the cast that feel like they can make decisions. Like, you can't make them stop. Who are you? You are a cast member just like me. You think you bigger than me? You think you bigger than Melissa? Sit down, Teresa, please. Like, she really be getting me upset out of my body for real. Like, who died and made her king for you to kick somebody off the show? Like, and when she said, like, she'll be out of my life after today, everybody just had their head down. Like, Dolores, Margaret was like, you're okay, Melissa. And it's just so sad because you're just stupid. Like, you really are, Teresa. You really are. We don't want to hear about this stupid hairstyle and this stupid wedding. I know I don't. I can't say we, but I know I don't. Like, Teresa needs a dog, like not a dog, but you know what they call like a Muppet for them. Like, Teresa needs that. That's why she wanted to get Rachel and Danielle on one accord, but Rachel wasn't with it. Yeah, like, she just such a groupie. Teresa can't say nothing while her timing in saying something to help her case. Like, who's talking to you? Aren't you the new girl? Shut up. Learn from everybody else and be quiet. We already got Jennifer right here. We don't need two to speak up for her. She already got one person to speak up for her because she can't communicate well. So please, sit down. Please, nobody likes groupie energy, Danielle. Nobody likes groupie energy. So I said Melissa hit it on the head when they was talking about, Paulie. They get on to Dolores and Paulie, but I was like, Melissa hit it on the head when she said, you couldn't piss Dolores off if you even tried to. That's how in love she is. You could piss her off if she tried to. That's a real love bubble. While Teresa keeps saying she in a fucking love bubble, but arguing with people every 5 minutes. Like, whatever. So Frank and David still stay together. I can only imagine how that looks to Paulie. Like, your ex-husband that already don't know boundaries is staying with your ex-boyfriend still, like, and your children go over there and it's all kumbaya and he's getting your mama out of surgery and all that. I can understand that, things happen and, you can't really stop your family from being connected to a person, but I can only imagine how weird that makes Paulie feel. Like, girl, I gotta go through all this. Like, your ex is literally staying with your ex-husband. Like, how weird is that? But it's even weirder that Paulie is not divorced and has been in a marriage or have been separated for 14 years. Like, separated for 14 years. They never had the need to. Well, the need is now. Y'all been on this show for a good amount of time that by the time y'all came to the reunion, no, Paulie was not divorced when we first got on the show, but now he is. That's what you should have been saying. Like, why is he still not divorced? What's taking so long? Y'all live together. Now, that's why it confuses me about Dolores, because it's different intentions with Paulie, but is it? The man gotta get divorced first. I didn't know that about Paulie. That's why I'm just like, bro. And you could tell she did not want to conversate on that at all. Like, this, technically, you are living with a married man. Technically, you are sleeping with a married man, Dolores. And it's just like, you deserve so much better than that. I don't know if you deserve so much better than Paulie, but you deserve for Paulie to be divorced by now. That's what you do deserve. But you can tell she didn't want to answer it. She rolled her eyes so hard after Andy asked her the question. She did not want to answer that for real. Like, she did not. She did not. So, I think Paulie has that check and has time. That's what David didn't have. Because David probably had that check, but he didn't have no time. Paulie got the check and time. So, the intentions are different with Paulie. That's why. But like I said, Danielle is giving fan. I do not like her. So when they started talking about her and the situation with her brother, and she said that her grandmother passed away, that's why she will be seeing her brother tomorrow. But she sent her brother and daughter, a gift. They sent it back. I'm just like, all that from an Instagram follow. Let's get the brother on here and hear his side of the story, because it's two parts to every story, and I need to hear the other person's side ASAP. Hey, get this brother on a blog. Get this brother on the Instagram. Get this brother on the live. Get this brother on the couch. And let's see what this brother got to say, because it just don't make sense, baby. He gonna send the gift back? Off of unfollow? That just don't make sense, baby. That just don't make sense. That just don't make sense. And she gonna look at Margaret and say, I hope you know something. Girl, sit down. Why do you think Margaret even care about your... Why do you think Margaret even cares about what you and your brother got going on, baby? Yeah, she threw a dig at you, but I think it's because you was coming at her. Who cares? I would have said it if I was Margaret. Who cares, boo? I don't care that much. You this your first season. I don't care that much about what you got going on with your brother. Relax. I don't know why I wrote down, I think Teresa seriously have a mental illness, but I feel like I wrote it down 5 times in my notes, so we're just gonna bypass that. So I said Danielle practiced her speech. It's like, I don't want to be you. I don't care if I'm a wannabe because I don't want to be. Stop, girl. Like, stop. Just stop. She practiced that wannabe speech at home. She did. My thing is, Danielle, the point was, you did not know Margaret to pass judgment on her. You had no right, from what just Teresa them told you, to pass judgment on Margaret. Period. You had no right to pass judgment. I said, Danielle, this need to be your last season. I understand the one and done. You don't want to get the girls, don't want it done. But, baby, Danielle, you was doing a lot in that seed about you and Rachel, baby. I was just like, hopefully this is good because my video wanted to stop. Yes, I do think, I really think Danielle was trying extremely too hard for me. Like, she was just, it was just a lie. Like, it was like, I got more balls than you. You did, I got more balls. Like, my balls walk out the door, you know? Like, I can't even react how I did. I hate to do it a second time. Okay. But, yeah, it's just like, then, yeah, she was doing a lot. Like, up out of her seat, yelling. Like, not up out of her seat, but just, like, just giving off of, I'm trying very hard to portray this image of what the audience think I am. Like, this Jersey, young, firecracker type of girl. Like, the fight, like like Rachel said, the fight didn't warrant your reaction. So it just comes off, Danielle, like, you needed a moment. Like, this was your first season and you wanted to attack. Like, make your stance. Make your first season stick. And that was what was coming from with Rachel, but it was not. It did not warrant all that. And that's why I don't like you. Because it didn't cause all that. It didn't cause all that you gave it to be. Like, it just was not all that. It literally was not all that. And even for you to tell Margaret, like, you know, do you know something? Like, who cares about you, girl? Who cares? This is your first season, Danielle. Please, like, please, girl. Please, girl. Please, girl. Please, girl. Please, girl. Please, girl. The point is, you passed judgment when you wasn't supposed to pass judgment, which caused all this. And Rachel was simply trying to let you know that. Back in the beginning of the season, when Rachel had let the others know what, you know, Danielle was saying, I don't even think Rachel said it in a way to make it seem like she was trying to start something. She was just stating, we are new girls. It seemed like Danielle is trying to already pick her side, so I'm just letting it know, and I got a clear slate. Like, she kept telling her, like, how do you really know that? Like, how do you know what they're saying is true? And she was persistent about it. So it just doesn't make sense, Danielle. And your ass, it didn't be your last season. I'm sorry. I said what I said. Okay? She was doing a lot, like, my balls walking out the damn door. It walks up the damn door. Like, relax. Relax, girl. Relax. Like, she was just trying too hard. And then, like, when you see at the end of the clip, like, how they both came to a truce, and Dolores was just like, you know, this is senseless, guys. Like, let's come to, let's leave this here on the reunion table. It's only gonna get worse, because y'all only gonna keep talking about each other, and the more you say, the worse it's gonna get. So let's just all leave this here. They both agreed to leave it here. Yes, it was so easy to leave it there, because it was not even that big to begin with. So it was easy to leave there, and, you know, they both called their truce, but I thought it was just so funny. When Rachel called her truce, she was just sitting there looking at her like, this bitch is insane. This bitch is really crazy. She's saying truth out her mouth, but I just feel like in Rachel's eyes, when they pan to her, you could just tell, like, her ass was like, this bitch is crazy. Let me watch out for this bitch, because it's not 1 plus 1 is not equaling 2 in here. 1 plus 1 does not equal 2 in right here, because she needed a moment, baby. Kudos to Rachel for giving Danielle her goddamn moment, baby. God damn, like, girl, it was not that serious. It was not that serious. It was not that serious. So Melissa and Joe's home looks amazing. Amazing, to say the least. I seen the before and after picture from the front. The now looks way better than the first, but the first looked amazing too. Like, come on, y'all had these grand ass houses, but it looked amazing. Her closet, amazing. But you can't expect nothing less from Melissa. Like, Melissa gives you, she wants to build everything, not build literally, but like literally layer after layer, like every detail in her house. She really wants to be in on that. That's what Melissa gives to you. Teresa houses she got what Louis look like. Anything the architect or the person that sold it to her, however the house came, is how Teresa took it. As long as it's the big house and nice furniture, Teresa's gonna take it. She don't look like she really tries to make a home her, dream home. That's not what it looks to me. Did Melissa get something with her lips done? I'm pretty sure Melissa got something with her lips done a long time ago. But Melissa's lips just be looking so big sometimes. Like, when she talks, like, it just, sometimes it be looking big. So I just wonder, as I'm just thinking about it. Like, if you know, please leave a comment down. But yes, the house was fucking amazing, of course. I said that I'm not going to lie. After hearing the recording of Melissa and Joe and them explaining that, the girls wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for them, I'm pretty sure that it came from something else. I'm pretty sure how it led up to that talk. The talk was, I just want to know what led up to Joe and Melissa saying that. Like, it was harsh. If I was Teresa, I would be mad. I wouldn't be mad as Teresa would be mad, but you can't control how somebody's being mad. I did cringe when they replayed the audio, because they played it before. So I did cringe when they played the audio of them saying they wouldn't have anything, even if it was true, Melissa. Even if it was true, Joe. Like, your sister, the situation that we're in. Why would you voice that out? Like, don't fight fire with fire. Like, Teresa already is fire enough that talk about y'all, talk shit about y'all. Like, this is the one time that I've actually even heard them say anything that would make me cringe. Teresa say everything that make me cringe every time. So I'm pretty sure they got to a point that they just want to voice their opinion. They back was against the wall. Teresa, they probably said this stemming from Teresa said that they didn't do anything for her when she went to jail, because she constantly says that. So I hate that they just played the audio without playing the backstory of how they got to that point of them saying that. But they should never said it. I feel like I did cringe. Like, no, like, I feel like that was the one time they probably fought fire with Teresa, and I feel like you shouldn't have even gave her that. Just kept it cool. It's only so cool you can keep it, but in the end, your hands will be clean from it. Like, I feel like I wish they would never said it. I wish they would have just kept it cool for the kids' sake. For the kids' sake, because it's not just Teresa, like, that's involved in this. It's the kids too. So I wish they would never said that. It did make me cringe. At the same time, I do think it's only so much you can keep hitting people. It's only so much you can keep beating people up before they explode. And before they say something they probably didn't necessarily mean, or probably was taken in the wrong way, but they said it. So whatever. That's how I felt about what they ended up stating on that podcast. So Teresa just looked like a child to me when they were talking about, when they got on the subject of talking about, Margaret saying, Melissa, you could be with anybody. You could be with a football. I could see Margaret saying that. Especially, you need your friends to tell you, bitch, you that bitch. Okay? You don't go for nothing less. And I feel like that's all Margaret was telling her. Like, you don't go for nothing less. You're that bitch. Get up. Shake it off. Walk out of here. Sorry. Walk out of here and be that bitch that I know you can be. And I feel like that's probably where Margaret was coming from. I don't think Margaret was coming from a black place. I don't think Margaret wants Joe and Melissa to divorce. I think that's where she was coming from. And everybody knows that. But, Laura and Jennifer tried to make it something that it's not. Of course they did. Of course they did. Because they needed something. Very much something. Very much something. But as they sit there talking about the football player, Teresa, like, yeah, but if your sister-in-law says something, but let your sister-in-law say something, but your sister-in-law says something, like, Teresa, shut your ass up. You look like a child. Like, you look like a 10-year-old in a 50-year-old body. However old you are, I'm pretty sure it's 50 and up. You look like Gia. You giving what Gia gives. Like, you look like that catty type of little girl. Like, relax, girl. Relax. So, Margaret is submissive as hell. I love Margaret. Oh, man, I'm repeating this. But I love Margaret because Margaret is just so dismissive as hell. Like, they were sitting at the end, and, you know, Jennifer was just explaining where the football player even come about. You know, Laura was not saying it in a jokingly way. Laura was saying, like, Margaret consistently tell Melissa, like, you know you can do better. You know you can get you a football player or something like that. So that's what Jennifer was trying to explain. But Margaret was like, yeah, okay. Margaret was like, yeah, okay. I love Margaret. That is my girl. Between Margaret, Dolores, and Melissa, if they all had a show, I would tune in because those are my girls. Those are the only 3 housewives that I follow on this cast on Instagram. If I follow you on Instagram, you are a big deal. But those are the only 3, and I love them. Like, I love them. So, at the end of this all, I took note that Teresa was like, when they were talking about inviting Laura on, and Mark was like, I tried to invite her on. Don't you think that would be enticing to the producers? So for somebody to fall out with Margaret and they don't come on, like, she wanted her to be on here. It's not that she didn't want her to be on. She wanted her to be on. And Teresa was like, why you won't let her be on? Y'all invited my sister-in-law. I said, that's it. That's what it was. We all trying to figure out what is Teresa's problem with Melissa. That's what it is. But Teresa is still bad. 10 plus years later that Melissa is on this show. Still, go seek help. Teresa, if you're listening to me right now, go seek some mental help to figure out why it is such a problem inside. Why you hate Melissa so much inside, in the core, that you're still pissed. Years and years and years later that this lady came up here and if not got more shine than you for, bitch, you done went to jail, had a baby, like, married again, divorced, like, you done did all this, and this lady is still as big as you. That's what the kicker is. You supposed to be bigger than her. You supposed to be looking down at her like she's a little sis, but you can't. And that's why you're mad and you need to seek help because we as an audience are tired. Not only are we tired of you, but we can't, like, I can't, like, sustain, like, you and Melissa another season. We're going to have to let this shit go. You, Melissa, and Joe, y'all gonna have to let this shit go. Just don't talk to each other. Don't talk about each other. Don't talk to each other. We gotta let this shit go because we're tired. We're tired. We're tired. We're tired, y'all. We're tired. We're tired of Melissa, Joe, and Teresa. And I don't really think it's Melissa and Joe. I think it's more of Teresa, but we're tired. Y'all gonna have to do something to stop Teresa and stop Joe. Like, if she feel like after today she don't want them to be in her life, okay, cool. Act like they not even here. They gonna still be on the show, but act like they not even here. Act like they not even here because we're tired. I heard through the grapevine that they're supposed to be taking a break. Hopefully they can seek some canceling so we can see the aftermath of that. Because this right here is not going to keep cutting it with me. It's not. I'm tired. Get me off the train. Okay, so if y'all have any difference of opinion, I would love to know. I love the Housewives of New Jersey, y'all. If y'all could comment, like, and subscribe, hit the notification bell whenever you are around, baby. So you can be notified. So you can be notified anytime a video drops, okay? And until next time, y'all, peace. I will see y'all next week for part 2. And yes, peace.